in that regard. Patrick, would you? That's the only answer I have for you. Thank you, Senator Carignan, and then Senator McIntyre. So you're saying we're not here to say that we're for or against the bill, but we need a clear framework and we need the resources required to respect our principles and to enforce our bylaws, for example, prohibiting growth at home. It's clear that we cannot enforce this type of legislation on our own. With 900 municipalities with fewer than 5,000 residents, and most of them have less than 2,000 residents. So we do not have the means or the resources to enforce this type of law. Do you also have environmental concerns? Because because we see in Colorado, we see that people break and enter into people's homes. And now you're talking about a rural route. And I come from a small little, country road in one of the municipalities in your association, Champlain. And my brothers are farmers, and they had illegal crops, illegal marijuana grow-ops on their territory. And when you call the Sûreté du Québec in those areas, they can't get there very quickly because they're too far. So have you had any concerns? For example, if people can grow cannabis at home, are there any concerns about break and enter? Are there any environmental concerns where there might be drug residues that you might have to manage in the dumps? So are those any concerns you've heard from your members? Yes, it was raised by a number of municipalities with regard to collecting waste. We know that, we like to recycle organic products. And so if there are any cannabis residues that are in open waste areas, open landfills, if people try to compost cannabis, there's going to be a problem. So that's one of the very practical problems, but it's something that we'll have to deal with. Who can tell us whether if it's just grass or if it's cannabis residues? We're going to have very fertile gardens and very big vegetables with lots of protein. No, but you're raising a very good point, because I've spoken with people who have illegal grow-ops of cannabis. I've interviewed people privately so I can find out more information. And that product, cannabis products, can spread depending on cross hybridization, and these plants grow very fast. Now, right now it's illegal, but if there are plants that are properly fertilized, and if people call the SQ, they come along with their big scissors and they cut them down, and they put a yellow ribbon so that they know that the police are the one who cut them down. But now if it becomes legal and people can grow cannabis plants outside, well, like any other plant, it can spread. The wind can blow it into the fields, into the forest. So there will be an environmental issue as well by allowing cannabis, this type of crop, to grow outside. Well, I don't know what the possibility of propagation is for this plant. No, you're not that far in your research yet, I guess. Well, that's another debate. So